A United States military cargo plane has touched down at Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport in Abuja, and the arrival has sent shockwaves through the nation as Nigerians wake up to what could be a turning point in the fight against banditry that has plagued the Northwest for years. The aircraft, reportedly carrying specialized military equipment and what security analysts are calling deadly supplies, represents America's deepening involvement in Nigeria's internal security crisis. This is not just another diplomatic visit or routine military cooperation. This is something far more significant, and the implications are enormous for the bandits who have terrorized communities across Zamfara, Katsina, Sokoto, and Kaduna states. The timing of this delivery could not be more critical. Just weeks ago, Nigerian military forces intensified their operations in the northwest, targeting bandit strongholds in forests that have served as hideouts for these criminal elements, who have killed thousands, displaced entire villages, and crippled economic activities in affected regions. The bandits, armed with sophisticated weapons and operating with apparent impunity for years, have become more than just a security nuisance. They have evolved into organized criminal networks that kidnap for ransom, levy illegal taxes on communities, and have even shot down military aircraft in the past. But now, the tide may be turning, and this American intervention could be the game changer Nigeria has desperately needed. According to multiple reports emerging from defense circles, the supplies delivered include advanced surveillance equipment, night vision technology, precision targeting systems, and other classified hardware designed to give Nigerian forces a decisive advantage over the bandits. Sources within the Nigerian Air Force confirmed that American military personnel accompanied the shipment and are expected to provide training on the deployment and maintenance of this equipment. This is not charity, and it is not coincidental. The United States has been watching the security deterioration in Nigeria with growing concern, particularly because the instability threatens regional security and American interests in West Africa. The partnership reflects a strategic calculation that a destabilized Nigeria, Africa's most populous nation, would have catastrophic consequences for the entire continent. What makes this development particularly interesting is the context in which it arrives. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration has made security a cornerstone priority since taking office, and the military has reported significant successes in recent months. Just last month, airstrikes eliminated several high-profile bandit leaders in Zamfara state, and ground troops have been systematically clearing forest hideouts. The bandits have been feeling the pressure, with reports indicating internal fractures within their ranks as military operations intensify. Some have attempted to negotiate surrender terms, while others have scattered into smaller, less coordinated groups. The arrival of American military technology at this precise moment suggests a coordinated strategy to deliver a knockout blow while the bandits are vulnerable and disorganized. The Nigerian Defense Headquarters has remained relatively tight-lipped about the specifics of what was delivered, citing operational security concerns, but military analysts who spoke to local media have described the equipment as force multipliers that will dramatically enhance the military's capacity to locate, track, and neutralize bandit camps, even in difficult terrain and under the cover of darkness. For years, one of the biggest challenges facing Nigerian security forces has been the asymmetrical nature of the conflict. Bandits operate in vast forested areas where conventional military tactics struggle to achieve decisive results. They know the terrain intimately, they blend into local populations, and they strike quickly before melting back into the forests. The new American equipment, particularly advanced drones and surveillance systems, changes this calculation entirely by removing the bandits' geographical advantage. If you are enjoying this breakdown and want to stay updated on the latest developments in Nigeria's security situation, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update, because things are moving fast and you do not want to be left behind on these critical national stories. Beyond the hardware, American involvement brings something equally valuable, which is intelligence sharing and tactical expertise. United States Africa Command has been monitoring terrorist and criminal networks across the Sahel region for years, and they possess sophisticated intelligence gathering capabilities that Nigeria simply cannot match independently. This partnership means that Nigerian forces will benefit from satellite imagery, signals intelligence, and analytical support that can identify bandit movements, supply chains, and communication networks. The bandits have survived for so long, partly because they adapted and learned to evade Nigerian Nigerian military patterns, but American intelligence changes the equation by introducing capabilities they have never encountered and cannot easily counter. The political dimension of this American intervention cannot be ignored either. For years, Nigeria's northwest crisis has primarily been framed as an internal security matter, but the international community has gradually recognized that the instability has broader implications. The bandits have been linked to arms trafficking networks that span the Sahel, and there have been concerning reports of connections between some bandit groups and international terrorist organizations like Boko Haram splinter factions and groups aligned with Islamic State. For Washington, helping Nigeria crush the bandits serves multiple strategic objectives, including preventing the further spread of extremism, protecting American citizens and investments in Nigeria, and maintaining stability in a key African partner nation. Critics will inevitably question why Nigeria needs American assistance to handle internal security challenges, and these concerns touch on sensitive issues of sovereignty and national pride. Some Nigerians have already taken to social media expressing mixed feelings about foreign military involvement on Nigerian soil. However, pragmatists argue that results matter more than pride, and if American technology and expertise can help end the crisis that has cost thousands of Nigerian lives and displaced hundreds of thousands more, then partnership makes strategic sense. Every nation, including the United States, relies on allies and partnerships to address security challenges, and there is no shame in accepting help when it advances national interests and protects citizens. The bandits themselves must be watching these developments with considerable alarm. For years, they have operated with relative freedom, extorting communities, kidnapping students and travelers, and challenging government authority. They have grown wealthy from ransom payments and illegal mining operations, and some bandit leaders have built substantial criminal empires. But now, the arrival of advanced American military equipment signals that their time may be running out. The technology being deployed can track movement, intercept communications, and enable precision strikes that minimize collateral damage while maximizing impact on bandit infrastructure. This is not about brute force military campaigns that often harm innocent civilians caught in the crossfire. This is about smart, targeted operations that surgically remove criminal elements while protecting communities. Military sources have indicated that operations utilizing the new equipment will commence within weeks once Nigerian forces complete training on the systems. The strategy reportedly involves a coordinated approach combining air surveillance, intelligence gathering, and rapid response ground forces. The goal is not just to scatter the bandits temporarily, but to systematically dismantle their networks, eliminate their leaders, and destroy their capacity to reconstitute. This requires sustained pressure and the ability to strike quickly when opportunities arise, which is precisely what the American equipment enables. Make sure you like this video if you are finding this information valuable, and drop a comment letting me know your thoughts on American military involvement in Nigeria's fight against banditry, because I really want to hear different perspectives on this. The humanitarian implications of successfully defeating the bandits cannot be overstated. Millions of Nigerians in the northwest have lived under the shadow of bandit violence for years. Farmers cannot access their fields, children cannot attend school safely, markets have collapsed, and entire communities have been depopulated as people flee to urban centers seeking safety. The economic cost has been staggering, with agricultural productivity plummeting in regions that were once Nigeria's breadbasket. Successfully ending the bandit threat would restore displaced persons to return home, restart their lives, and rebuild their communities. It would restore economic activity, improve food security, and give hope to a population that has endured unimaginable suffering. However, we must be realistic about the challenges ahead. Military equipment alone will not solve Nigeria's security crisis. The root causes of banditry, including poverty, unemployment, lack of education, weak governance, and the proliferation of small arms, must be addressed through comprehensive development programs and good governance. The bandits did not emerge in a vacuum. They are a symptom of deeper social, economic, and political failures that have left young men in the Northwest with few legitimate opportunities and easy access to weapons. Even as military operations intensify, there must be parallel efforts to create economic alternatives, strengthen local governance, and address the grievances that make banditry appealing to desperate young people. The international dimension of Nigeria's security challenges also extends beyond American assistance. Nigeria is working with neighboring countries including Nigeria, Chad, Cameroon to coordinate border security and prevent criminal networks from simply relocating across international boundaries when pressure intensifies in one area. The Sahel region is experiencing a broader security crisis with multiple armed groups, and addressing Nigeria's specific bandit problem requires regional cooperation and intelligence sharing. As this story develops, Nigerians will be watching closely to see whether the promise of these deadly supplies translates into tangible results on the ground. The military has made bold claims before about defeating bandits, and public confidence has been eroded by years of insecurity despite regular announcements of successful operations. But this time around, the combination of intensified political will from the Tinubu administration, improved military tactics, and now advanced American technology creates a genuinely different context. The bandits are under unprecedented pressure, and if the momentum continues, we could witness the beginning of the end for organized banditry in Nigeria's northwest.